Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 2013 botcon exclusive and indeed Transformers Collectors Club incentive figure exclusive. This is Depth Charge. So in this video we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his modes. I'll be decide how you want to display him. We'll have a look at all the things that come with him. So because this is a collector's figure, you've got his normal accessories, you've got his basically collector's card, his normal instructions, etc. And because this has got the packaging, I'm lucky enough to have a look at the beautiful artwork that is indeed on that. Right, I also need to, I suppose, bring you up to speed with, I suppose, what the Collectors Club is. It pretty much sounds exactly like what it is. Unfortunately, it doesn't go anymore. It was disbanded and stopped probably 6-7 years ago now. And what they used to do, just for being a member, they had an incentive figure, and that's what this first came out as. But then later on it was a botcon exclusive as well, and you could actually buy one, or you had one rather, in a package, which again is great. So this is in fact both versions. The normal version only came in a bag, something like this, with nothing else. You just had a loose figure. I think this is one of the only carded figures from the Collectors Club that they actually released, to be honest. However, though, the instructions that come with him did look like they were knockoffs. They were all just literally, I suppose, photocopied. It's high quality paper, but it doesn't look good, I think, in the black and white. What I do like about these, though, is there's instructions for reverse and normal transformation. I'm going to show you the collector's card because I know that a lot of people would like to see this. You've basically got the tech specs there, and I'm going to bring this closer so anybody who wants to read that, they can pause right now and have a read of it. So another thing, if he's looking familiar, that is because the original use of the mold was for, I think it was either the Hunt for the Decepticons, which was Terror Dive, and then a bit later on also Space Case for Dark of the Moon as well. And that's basically what the Collectors Club and the botcon figures did. They used existing molds and they made figures which I suppose now would be classed as Generation Select figures, like your lift ticket, etc. And yeah, it was a great time to be collecting figures, but it's, you know, no different to now, just that things have changed. So here's the alternate mode, which looks spectacular. We've got the lovely translucent pink plastic there. Even though this figure, I suppose, isn't really much like the Beast Wars original incarnation of him, but as I say, that's why this is known as the Timelines version. Same trident stroke spear that Terror Dive had. You can extend this right out, and you can also have this spread out as well. But because he's in the jet mode, it's better if you have this lifted up, folded in, fold this over, and then on the underside all the landing gear folds out as well, to be honest. And it's quite a fun mold. I'm quite guilty of when I did have Terror Dive and Space Case, etc. Never really, or Terror Dive I never opened, to be honest. I'm going to tap that in. And sorry, Space Case I never opened, and Terror Dive I think transformed him once and popped him on a shelf. Whereas like now it's fun to actually have a play around with these particular figures. So it's quite a big figure, to be honest. It's still like a deluxe sort of size, nowhere near as big as your Voyager jets, although still quite big. I'm not having much luck with that. I keep knocking it over. So as I say, about sort of, I'm knocking everything over here, about sort of industry standard for your deluxe figures. The detail on it is good, though. You can make out the eyes there on the front. You can make that out to be a mouth, making it look a bit like teeth. And I suppose, is it visible robot underneath? Maybe not. The fists are quite cleverly tucked away. You've probably noticed I've already uploaded a transformation process video, and indeed the head's tucked away quite neatly as well. But to be honest, there's not much more to say about this particular mode. Let's have a quick look at the packaging. And as I say, to my knowledge, I don't think they did any more carded Timelines figures. So there you can see it says Timelines. There's the lovely artwork there of Depth Charge, and then there's the collector's card and everything inside. And if we spin it round, I think we've just got what you saw on the card. We've got that, and just in case it's any different, you can pause that there. And then funnily enough, there you go, have a look at that, during the Hasbro Transformers Collectors Club. Again, it's not running anymore, so please don't bother even attempting to call that. That's enough for this particular I suppose section. Let's come back and have a look at him in his robot mode. So there we are, back with him in his robot mode, and I'm sure you'll agree the colour scheme on this guy is just fantastic. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video, and that is of course to keep the main length of the video down. And as I've already said, you've probably noticed there's a tutorial up if you want to see it. Anyway, right, let's have a look at the figure then. The head sculpt is brilliant. It looks amazing. I love all the different colours on it. It would, and this is a bit crazy, it would actually have light piping, but for some reason they decided to paint the eyes red. It does sort of work work. But yeah, if they hadn't have painted the eyes actual red, then you would have the light piping effect and gimmick work. The head itself though does spin all the way around. Oh, you can see it's on like a mushroom peg, so it'll look up and down and spin all the way around, no problem. The arms, the shoulders on the inside of this part, not this at all, these will swing around, but again you can clearly see that you are restricted by these wings on the back. So there's not too much movement in the shoulders, to be honest. There's just that far, which again isn't the greatest. It's not the full T, and then to go all the way around again it won't, because these are here, and I don't think, let me have a look. No, you can't. It's all attached there. You're going to snap it, so you're not going to want to do that. There is a swivel though at the top of the shoulder. There's a bicep flexion, and there is a wrist swivel, which is brilliant. There is no waist swivel at all. That is completely all attached. So again, don't try to swivel at the waist, because you'll just snap it in half. But you can see the hips are ball and socket, so they will kick as far up. And if you position them, you can still get the split. So as long as you miss this backpack bit here, oops, I've just knocked that tab out. So let me see if what I said was in fact correct, because if I did that by mistransforming him, that's not going to do you any favors. Near enough. There's a bit of a gap on the inside there, which you can see, which funnily enough reminds me a lot of the Fall of Cybertron Seeker jets. Right, why is that not going there now? Let's try my best to put that in, because I didn't want, there we go, that's back in now. So there's ball and sockets, they'll also go to the side. Oh dear, let's pop that in. They'll also swivel. There's a brilliant knee bend, there's an ankle, just like, it's not a tilt or a sway, it's just the toes and the feet going backwards and forwards. You can position these wings as well in loads of different places. I can't believe that, but you saw how easy it was, I suppose, to quickly repair, no problem whatsoever. He does have this sort of C-clip on the side, which if you wanted to, you could pop this in and store it sort of behind him if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to do that, but I'm just showing you some of the things that you could in fact do with it. I think it's actually on this bit, isn't it? Yep, there you go. So you could go a bit higher, a bit lower, maybe not like that, that was too high up. I'm just having a play. I'm sure I've never seen anybody with this attached to the back, to be honest, for obvious reasons. This would be better. In fact, I'm going to ask somebody in the comments if you know what that's for. Probably a use with the other mold rather than this. Then do please let me know. So this you're looking for to hold on the wider bit for obvious reasons. There you go. You could, of course, if you wanted to, put one in one hand, one in the other. Right, let's stand him up just to give you an idea, I suppose, of how big he is. So, as I say, nowhere near Voyager class size. Definitely, maybe, there you go, maybe about a Generation 1 sort of Optimus Prime size. With regards to some of today's figures, let's have a quick look. I got a Deluxe Gears. He's quite a small Deluxe though, to be honest. That's probably not going to give you the best idea. Let's have a look. That's another Voyager one. So yeah, we probably are looking at, yeah, I suppose just your sort of standard size Deluxe, but because the older Deluxe figures like this and like the old Lockdown molds, etc., they just folded out quite a bit. So yeah, just your normal Deluxe. It was sold, Terradive was sold as a Deluxe figure as well. So yeah, way bigger than Core, bigger than some of your small Deluxe. But yeah, nice. As I say, there is a complete, if you're interested in any of these or any of the other figures that they were releasing, especially in just the timelines or the botcon and collectors club figures, then please do check out the playlist that we've got on this channel as well. To be honest, there's not much more to say about this guy. I think all of the details on him do look great. The gold on there, as I've already pointed out, the color scheme I think is brilliant. Mine perhaps maybe is a little bit more fragile than most with the way things that were popping out. I don't know. You could even, of course, store this on the back by the looks of that. But I think because of the color scheme, it's a great homage, even though it's obviously not anything like the original Beast Wars figure, but the color scheme I think on him just makes it work. There you go, guys. Not much more to say about this guy. I'm going to go into my I suppose botcon and timeline exclusive figures again and start to do more reviews on them. So if you like the looks of these, just keep yourselves checking back on the channel and seeing what I'm reviewing. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.